There's the light.
Hey folks, it's Mark Potter within our community. We've been talking today, several clips, with Dr. Rebecca A. Field. She has written a book called The Great Invocation, and I am going to read you for only the second time today what the subtitle is. Historical background and meaning of the Great Prayer, a handbook. And we had finished maybe for the day, or at least for a break, and then we got to talking, and it was so fascinating, and I begged Dr. Field if we could please turn on another video camera. I've got one in the computer right now, but we had this other one with us. Dr. Field, you were saying that the Great Invocation, we think maybe originates on the star named
Sirius.
Okay.
S-I-R-I-U-S.
S-I-R-I-U-S. And you said you got this information from a book. Someone who did a book where they brought numerology to the examination and study of the Great Invocation.
Yes.
Do you remember the person's name that wrote that book?
I don't. And
But it's somewhere. We could find that,
yeah.
Probably. Can you please tell us more about that? It seems like I know you didn't write that book, that you've written this one instead, but it seems so beautiful. And yeah, go ahead.
He analyzed the invocation numerologically. In other words, he gave every word a numerical
value. Okay.
And then, based on what those 9 numbers are, he kind of translated this. And the front of his book has a ship on it, a very ancient ship. And it's like this ship is, if you will, in a kind of a sea between Sirius. It's one of the great. It's a huge star. It's known as the dog star. Its color is blue. It's the only star in the sky that's blue.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. How much more touching can this get?
Yeah. So
we can see it from Earth, huh? This star?
Oh, absolutely.
Is it large or not?
Or it's bright. It's fairly bright. It's one of the brighter stars, and it's not very far from Orion. It's kind of Orion comes up first, and then Sirius.
Okay, so you said it was. I'm trying to remember for myself, so that when I go to the library, I can maybe look. Google probably has a representation. S-I-R-I-U-S.
Yes.
And so if I'm standing outside looking up at the sky, how would I position myself to have Sirius be in my view at night?
Just face south.
Okay.
Now, right now, it's coming up like at 4 in the morning.
Becomes visible to the Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this
okay.
Right here.
Okay. And then stays up till sunrise, probably.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Visible. And you're saying it's actually quite large in the sky?
It's very far away in terms of light years. I have a volume in the other room on this star.
You do?
Just about.
Is there any speculation about how this star might be different from other stars? Or?
Oh, I'm sure. I suspect, Mark, that it's a point of tremendous energy that influences everything between the Milky Way and our little tiny Earth, and everything in between. The power of it is just I find it just so humbling.
Yes,
just the distance is tremendous. It's many, many light years away.
It's got to be, yeah. And you were saying something that I didn't take in earlier. I think you've said it more than once today, but I didn't really take it in until you said it like the second or third time, that when a person, what we're asking people to do here today, is we're asking them if they would consider saying the Great Invocation, which is a prayer that takes, 30 seconds or a minute or two, has 3 stanzas.
Yeah.
It's pretty short. We're asking
short.
them to consider saying it each day or once a week or whatever they can do, and bring to that situation, that act, as much consciousness as they can muster. That's why we're doing these tapes. We're asking for that. And if I understood correctly, you said that when a person recites the Great Invocation, the energy of it having been recited goes out. Could you say more about that without me putting words in your mouth?
Yes, it invokes extraplanetary beings. And when I read that, I was just shocked because, it tells us that we're more than earthbound, that we live in a huge system, and our sun is the center of it, and the other planets, of course, go around our sun. So that if it affects our sun, it may affect planets and stars far beyond our sun.
Yeah, that's very beautiful.
And we're all connected. That's the point of all of this,
Yeah.
And you and I are aware of it, and I find so many people are aware and talk about we're all one, we're connected, we're interrelated. And we're related to these beings who are out there ready and willing and waiting and wanting humanity to start saying this so that they can in turn help us.
Isn't that amazing? Yes, that's just stunning. And it's almost deceptively simple for a human being to be able to change not just the earth but the whole universe by the single act of speaking an invocative prayer. It just, I don't know, I've known you, a year now, maybe 2 years, probably not 2 years, but a year at least. 6 months. I know you came on the show in May last year, and I had this year, and I had to know you a little before that.
Before that, I think we met in about March of this year.
I've just always beside myself with how much you are connected to the universe and how much you, I don't want to say know in an intellectual way, but know in a more of a Daniel Goleman, emotional intelligence, intuitive intelligence. It's an honor to talk with you. It really is. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've been given a special treat here today on this extra video. And we're going to be processing some of these then tonight and put them in a private status until we look at them all. So they won't be available for a little while. Then maybe tonight we'll do some more things. Dr. Field has some wonderful chickens outside. Chickens may not want us out there when it gets close to sundown. What do you think? I don't know. Thought about that.
They'll go in the coop when it gets...
Anyway, you guys, we'll see you soon. Thank you for listening. We really appreciate your listening to what we have to tell you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.